Welcome to Soccer We Like It, the Man United, directing the channel for United and football fans globally, the best fan channel for United fans in the United States. Right, we are talking about the big match. All roads lead to Old Trafford on Sunday, where the two English biggest teams clash for the FA Cup, a space in the quarter semi-finals. Joining me today is the one and only Denver Houston Red Army singing director, the one and only Louis. Welcome to the show, mate.
What's going on, Tim? What's going on?
And we have the positive one, the soul man, co-host, Mr. Joe. Mr. Positive, welcome, Mr. Red Army. Welcome to my show, mate.
What up? What up?
Now
Let's
that we
go.
have
Let's
a
get it.
show today, the biggest game is on Sunday. Man United and Liverpool. United, the most consistently inconsistent team currently, and Liverpool, the team that just can't stop scoring goals. They are scoring in Europe. They are scoring in FA Cup. They've won the Carabao Cup. They are destroying teams in Europa. This team is ready to send Klopp out with a bang. Can United stop that chance? Joe, it's at Old Trafford, a team which is one of the most consistently inconsistent teams against a team that is everyone's worst nightmare. Where is this game going?
Man, the outcome of this game is going to be flat out like whoever's available. If we stand any chance of getting a result out of that game, beating Liverpool, we need to have certain key individuals in that game. Hoyland being one of them. Wan-Bissaka, if he's able to come in, and we have Dalot over on the left side instead of Lindelof guarding Mo Salah on that side. That would make me feel a little bit better. And Maguire, I almost feel like this is a Johnny Evans type of game, man. But we'll see. We'll see. Johnny Evans and Varane. We can have that back four. Of course, Casemiro, Menu in the middle, Bruno up top, and with a front three of Rashford, Hoyland, and Ganacho, I'm feeling confident we can get it.
Because you know Liverpool are the favorites.
Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure. I can see. I don't see us doing it in
Normal time.
in regulation.
A winner
It's
has to
definitely going
emerge.
to be a winner has to emerge, man. A winner. We
This
can't
is
go to
not
penalty kicks, man. Nah, not with Onana, man. We can't go to penalty kicks with Onana, bro. Like it can't
Louis.
happen. Onana versus Allison, nah, that's not happening.
Louis, how are we seeing this game panning out at Old Trafford on Sunday? Two of English finest. I mean, the way I use the word finest, asking you to think these are the teams that, well, they're just so. There's a big gulf between both of them currently, mate.
Yeah. I mean, we could do it. We could win it. It wouldn't. I mean, again, it's cup match, man. Anything can happen in tournament.
In the economy, yeah. No
Anything
one
can
needs
happen
to
in tournament.
play for a draw. You can't play for a draw and get share point.
No, you can't do that. I think if you play for a draw, I think you already signed your own death warrant anyway. Um, you got to come out. You have to come out trying to win, and if you play conservatively, that's one thing. Um, which I mean I expect us to do. I don't think it'll be necessarily on the front foot, not completely like all out attack football. They will look to try to get players in behind. They're going to be looking to play deep through balls, these kinds of things, hit them on the counter. Um, but no, I mean you can do it. I mean it depends on who's up for it. It really really does. And with Rashford coming out with interviews talking about I'm not washed up, and certain players that really at this point have a lot to prove. Ten Hag saying certain players are not necessarily up for sale, that he wants to keep them. So there's a lot to prove. There's a lot to play for. And in our history, those are the moments that kind of go in towards our favor, but it's not going to be easy. We can't pretend like it's going to be a one-off. But I am cautiously optimistic as always.
Right. Yeah, it's all right being optimistic, because another thing, we're being realistic and honest as United fans. I mean, obviously, we hope, we believe, we pray, we light the candle, light the incense, do whatever we need to do, and hope United win. But on the day, if these guys don't show up and go there playing like they played against Fulham, against Man City, we will be destroyed and humiliated on national TV. End the story. I mean, I looked at Liverpool against Man City last week when they played that astronomical game. I thought the difference is so clear. We are not there. I think to get to that level, we're looking 3-4 years easily. I won't even go say 2 years. I say 3-4 plus. Because these guys have a formula. And I looked at the team that played in the Carabao Cup against Chelsea, a full strength Chelsea guy. These guys put some academicians in there and still beat Chelsea.
Yeah, but look how bad Chelsea are.
Chelsea's a fucking mess. Though.
I mean,
Chelsea
yo,
versus
listen.
United, baby. Let's be real.
how Chelsea
Chelsea
could
Let's
lose
be
to
real.
how
Numbers
Chelsea
don't
could,
lie.
how Chelsea could go to to play a team in the last 3 years 3 times in 3 cup finals and lose to the same team 3 times is also beyond me. But that's a discussion for another day. I think it's now a psychological problem whereby, oh shit, we're gonna win this game. We're not even gonna try. We're gonna lose. But with United team, like the team Joe announced, looks like that might be the starting lineup. It looks most likely that team might start against Liverpool. But are they good enough? Can they stop Salah? I mean, look, Núñez is not exactly firing, but he does get the chances. They do create the chances for him.
He's dangerous. He's dangerous. We can't pretend like
They're
he's
just very
dangerous.
physical.
Yeah. No. And Gakpo's on fire.
Physicality wise, they kind of have us physicality and speed. Both Gapco and Núñez are both physical and very fast, which against either Maguire or Evans could be a problem.
Free kicks could be conceded. Yellow cards will come out.
Yeah. Our fullbacks, I think our fullbacks will be fine. All right. If Aaron Wan-Bissaka comes in, I like
Do you think it might be too early for him to start that game? Such a big game. Yeah. It's too early. This kind of fast-paced game.
Yeah, we're trying to get a trophy, and we're trying to spite Liverpool, man. Like if he wasn't ready, there's no reason why Ten Hag should have mentioned his name, because they know you got to know what kind of reaction you're gonna get from the kind of reaction you're gonna get from the fans if you put something like that out there. Don't tell him he's available and don't play him. Otherwise, just don't tell him he was available in the first place.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Point. I mean, I'm fine. Okay, let's say he goes on the bench. Let's say even if he starts on the bench, it's not going to be too long before. Yeah, it's not going to be, and it's not going to be too long before he comes back in. It's like within I would say within 20 minutes, it's going to be apparent. Like, yeah,
but he's in the war zone.
Left side. Yeah, get him back in.
So I just feel a little bit more confident with Højlund there as the point man than with Rashford as the point man. I just feel a bit more confident we have a target man up there, Garnacho and Rashford on both sides. I think, and if Bruno can find his passing range, I think it's going to get to a point whereby if United get the chances, they really have to bury them. You're not going to get a lot.
Yeah, they have to.
You got to put the ball in there. Yeah. This is not going to be a chance whereby Bruno's going to be shooting for 50. This is not that game.
They're not going to give us a lot of clean chances. No. You know what I mean? And we're gonna need everything today. I mean, Sunday.
Louis, do you think as the home team we are going to see less of the ball?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that we saw less of the ball at Old Trafford, but it also wouldn't be the first time where we saw the less of the ball at Old Trafford and we won. I think Højlund is a major difference maker there. Him and Rashford are both extremely consistent in that position. One is consistently scoring goals and the other one is consistently poor. And we know that one consistently doesn't like to play in that position. So Højlund, Wan-Bissaka, Mason Mount allegedly have been in training all week.
Mason
allegedly Mount have been looking good. I think Ten Hag said that they did have a session or two to kind of to make that final decision before Sunday in his press conference. But yeah, I mean, he sounded optimistic, and of course, whenever that happens, then the fans get really optimistic, don't they?
Yeah.
Um,
76,000 are going to be packed into the theater
oh no,
of
it's gonna be packed. It's gonna be insane.
dreams.
It's gonna be absolutely insane. I mean, it's still the biggest derby in English football. Um, it's still a big game. It's a huge occasion.
Despite what Carragher says.
You see, when someone likes to just talk and
freaking
not
Carragher.
thinking what he's saying, now that guy's an absolute twat, and that is
That's what he gets paid to do, though. He
absolute
gets paid to
example of
talk without
a
thinking.
scouser with no brains, absolute
Yeah,
scouse with no brains.
Mourinho already murked him, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the first thing
sit
that came
down.
to my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if he started thinking before he started talking, then he wouldn't have a job anymore.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, I'm not worried about definitely not worried about anything that he says. But I mean, it's you can't take away from this game. It's always going to be a huge game, and it's always going to be a really big moment. And it's a very, very big moment, I think, not for Ten Hag, but I think for certain players that have
Oh,
been that have been causing us problems lately. I think players
Mm.
that have been defending themselves on social media, and interviews and these kinds of things. I think those players have to show up in these types of games. At least have an average game. At least put a shift in. If they're, if these certain players are having below average performances, against our biggest rivals, it speaks volumes to their mentality about this football club, and it speaks volumes to us about whether or not they belong. These are huge moments, and I really, really hope that they don't that that they don't have this mentality that we've seen previously with other managers, which is, oh well, let's do bad, they'll kick out the manager, bring somebody else in, cycle starts over in that. But I will say, as with all the positive things that are happening around the club lately, again, optimistic, definitely optimistic.
Right. So I like the fact that you and Joe are optimistic and believe that this United team can give Liverpool and stop the celebrations, because Liverpool are on the way they're trying to win the double. In their mind, the treble minus the Champions League, they're trying to win the FA Cup, the league, the Europa on top of the Carabao, and tell Klopp, thank you very much, have a lovely time, and drive
Well,
into
for
the
us, we
sunset.
really don't have a choice, do we? We
No,
have we
really.
have to win. We can win nothing else this season in form of trophies. Klopp wants the quadruple, of course, final season in that. But for us, this is must win. This is must win. You know,
I don't,
if you don't have that mentality, then
They
yeah,
don't.
you're gonna have a bad time.
they don't though.
Certain players do. Again, the core does.
Not enough.
When
Sorry?
you guys,
Not enough.
Not enough. Yeah, well, maybe not.
when you guys heard what Carragher said, Joe, quickly, what was your take on it? Is it just like a scout just talking out of his backside, or you just like, oh, he might have a point, or like,
No.
oh, hell, he has no point. He's just an idiot.
No, it's just another one of those things where individuals that had suffered under the might of United in the past doing their damnedest to try to rewrite history, to try to change the narrative of English football. At the end of the day, nobody gives a damn about Arsenal City. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay? It's about the two biggest clubs in England. Think this is English football. Right? This is what it's all about. City still has a long way to go to try to change any kind of narrative or try to make it between City or Liverpool. Nah, that's not what's happening. I mean, they got a nice little thing going on right now, but I wouldn't say it's like a major rivalry. It's still against United. So that's all I'm saying.
Saying to you,
Carragher's an idiot.
Louis, what was your take? What
Uh,
Carragher said?
yeah, I'd never give any of those guys say much weight. Honestly, I think even though there's some Man United legends up there, these like, these are people that are paid to say controversial things. These are people that are paid to continuously keep
And stay
themselves relevant.
controversy.
Yeah, they have to stay relevant. They have to stay in the narrative, or else their careers are over. They know this, so I I don't really give them much at all. I don't watch them very often. Obviously when something like this gets clipped up and gets spread around, then it comes across my phone. But other than that, they're just not people I give the time of day to, and nor should any United fan, honestly. We know the obstacles that we have to overcome. We know what the road back looks like. It's going to be bumpy. It's there's going to be tons of ups and downs, but our team still can produce in big moments. This is the reason we still have fans. So we still expect great things. As rough as it's been, as hard as it's been over the last decade, this is a team that can put in a shift and get a result. But yeah, biggest game in English football. It's on a Sunday. Why not take the day off and enjoy?
So I like I said, I like the razzmatazz you guys are pulling. And I mean, it's like, as much as this team has disappointed us this season, time and losing to Fulham at home, losing to small teams, but
Hey man, Tim Ream, and or not. Yeah, Tim Ream, Fulham. That's the guy.
So you see,
USA all the way.
when we meet Liverpool, we are expecting, like, we forget all those defeats. We forget all those dark moments this season. We expect, the rivalry. You know what this means. You need to effing get your shit together against the Scouse, which is just 9 miles up down 9 miles up M6. But there's still always that doubt in a real United fans, like, I'd rather the game is at Anfield if we get beaten up and say, oh, okay, well, it's been at Old Trafford, the pressure, can these guys psychologically, mentally deliver under pressure in front of the national TV? This game is going to be shown literally around the world. Joe, how confident are you?
And this whole week I've just been, just going along, but now that it's Friday night, I'm really thinking about it.
The game's getting closer,
I'm
mate.
sorry, bro. There was nothing this team has showed me this season that tells me we're gonna win that game. Either we haven't played. It would be one thing if we had played a game this season against any opponent in which I thought, if we just played like that, if we came up to that level, right, then we'll have a shot. But we haven't even played well enough to even get this idea that we would, beat them in this game. And we have not been mentally strong enough this season. I guess maybe the first game we were able to get a nil draw. That's an achievement, with the amount of goals that we've conceded this season. We shut them out. If we can play like that, maybe we can nick one. This is smash and grab seconds. Smash and grab. Like, the only way to beat Liverpool this game is counter-attacking football. Defend like hell. That's why I was confident about Wan-Bissaka coming in. Defend like hell and see if we can hit them on the counter with our wingers. Garnacho, Rashford, Højlund, scrappy goal. That's what we need. But I think with this game, we're definitely going to concede. But I just don't, like, if we were fully fit, if we had Martinez, I would feel so much better, because we're like a completely different team. Like, the levels, right, that I have seen us come close had Martinez on the squad. The highest levels that I feel that we've gotten to, that I thought maybe we can pull something, we had pieces that, are either not here or are injured, or slightly injured. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not crazy confident about this game.
Right. At least I like your honesty. I see the smoke is cleared. The lighters come
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
the alcohol has worn off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Louis, to
Yeah,
you.
it's just you
Louis,
just
to
have
you.
to, yeah. As much as
Take
I
away all the razzmatazz. Take away all the Friday. Sunday's round the corner. Take a moment to think, can we really do this?
60% possession, Liverpool, United 40. Liverpool, 17 shots, 6 on target.
Yep.
United, 5 shots, 3 on target. Final result, 3-0 Manchester United victory. Here we go. Come on. It's coming. It's coming. 5 counterattacks, 3 successful. Park the bus football.
See,
Here we go.
that I would have loved to clap my hand like
No
clap
penalties.
like
I love it. Three.
So
You
you
said
think
3-0. No
is
penalties.
there no penalties, no extra
No
time?
penalties.
3-0, 3 counterattack, or maybe 2 counterattacks and a PK. If Garnacho can pull another one like he did against Everton, yeah, just drag his feet a little bit, get clipped up.
So
We can do it.
Liverpool?
Huh? No, 3-0 United. Know what I'm saying? Liverpool gonna have all the ball. We're gonna play some fucking smash mouth football, and yeah, we're gonna take it.
Come on, bro.
So
You don't think they're gonna score?
you think Liverpool not gonna score Old Trafford? You really
Nope.
believe that?
They're gonna keep him out. They're gonna miss it. They're gonna miss a lot. Onana been, to his credit, he's been having some saves. He'll have some more. You know, he gonna work.
Man,
You know what I mean?
this-
I do think you get Johnny Evans in there at some point, whether he starts or not. I think you get him in there, shores up the line, organizes, cleans it up, gets the double pivots to come in tight. You know, just lock that shit up, hit him on the counter. Let's go.
yeah,
Second round football.
you trying to, man.
Hey,
Louis.
Fergie's horse just won a big race, man. That's the gods telling us that it's time.
Right.
They said follow the horse.
Okay. So I'm going to go to that danger zone now.
That horse should play instead of Johnny Evans.
Hey, I agree. We're at that danger zone now. I'm gonna need a predicted score. I'm gonna start with the Soul Man.
I mean, I already said so.
It's gonna be.
I let the smoke clear again, Louis, and more time to clear, and I revisit. I didn't quite catch that result you said.
It's gonna be 1-1 at the end of regulation. It's gonna go to penalty kicks. They're gonna beat us there.
So United lose on penalties.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Or
Louis.
extra time. I just
All right.
like towards the end of the game, the last 15 minutes of the game, because we
United
don't have
tire
that
out.
much depth. Yeah, we don't have the depth. They can have either Nunes or Gapco coming off the bench. I've been seeing Osala come off the bench recently.
Yeah.
They just, and then they have the youth that understands that system. So the style of play is not going to change much for 90 minutes, no matter who they got in there. You know, the only chance I think we might have, I think Robinson on their left back may be a little injured because Gomez has been playing on the left. Gomez versus Garnacho. I like that matchup. Other than that, and definitely Rashford versus Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Oops.
I would appreciate. Yeah, I like that matchup too. But we'll see. But other than that, I don't really. We gotta show up. They gotta show me something I haven't seen all season. That's it.
Right. Now that the dust is settled, the light is clear, the dreams are realized. Let's go back to the singing director. Louis, the predicted score, Liverpool at Old Trafford, FA Cup Sunday.
All right. 4-0 Manchester United. Here we go. Come on. Mans is optimistic. What can I say?
So
no. This is an optimism, bro. I'm gonna use that D word, bro.
I think we can. I honestly think we can do it. I think if we pull away a scrappy win, even if we pull an extra time win, you're looking at like a 2-1, or 3-2 or something insane like that. I think you're looking at a lot of goals. I think a lot of the goals that we hit are going to be on the counter. I would not take away Garnacho's ability to create PKs for us. The way he did both of them against Everton was extremely clever. He's done it before. I couldn't give you the exact example, but I can see it in my head. He's crafty in the box, especially when he's at full pace. So if we can get him through, let him run, get him in behind, one-on-one with a defender in his back. Yeah, definitely possible there. Bruno has to perform better. I think if you have Casemiro and Manu in the middle with him, I think that's your best option to create anything out of the midfield. But again, it's gonna be about letting the horses run. So yeah, the spirit of Fergie is with us. We got this, easy peasy.
Oh,
4-0.
you understand? We haven't scored more than 2 goals against, win or lose. We haven't scored more than 2 goals against Liverpool in a competitive match
In how many
since 2021.
Hey man, that means we're due.
Wow. So you see, when you go into the archives and pull out the results,
Yeah.
I think in the Premier League, we haven't beaten them in like 2 seasons as well. I think I remember
Yeah,
5-0,
it's been-
4-1, 4-0. Yeah, we beat them
Didn't
last
we
in
beat them
2-1.
2-1 in some
Yeah,
league?
when Sancho scored.
Was
Yes.
that a cup match?
No, that was a league. That was a Premier League Old
That
Trafford
was a
when
league
Sancho
match?
scored.
When was
No,
that?
no. We beat them in 2001 FA Cup 3-2.
No, but didn't we have a 2-1 against them at some point?
Yeah, that was Sancho scoring. That was last season. Yeah, that was
last season.
Yeah, last season 2-1.
But you said 3-0. We haven't
No,
scored
I
more
said
than
3-0 Sunday.
3-0 Sunday. Yeah, I'm saying
4-0 maybe. As I said, we're due.
Louis
Yeah,
take
as
it.
a matter
Louis,
of fact,
you fans all know
We
Louis
beat
taking the match.
them. Let's see, we beat them 4-0.
My bad. I'm
When
actually-
was that?
I'm actually-
2022? Oh, that was a friendly.
my bad. I'm actually off. That was that friendly I was talking about.
Right.
2-1.
We haven't done it
That was
since
2023.
Don't
That was
the
20-
friendlies are just friendlies. Those are just games
2015.
played for the fans.
2015, bro.
Yeah.
2015.
2022, 2-1.
No, I think didn't we play a game? Didn't we knock them out FA Cup with Pogba in a cup game with Pogba and Cavani under Ole? That was the FA Cup game. We knocked them out, and 2 weeks later we had an opportunity to beat them. We couldn't. When I remember Cavani was making that run, we were wearing a grey kit. Cavani was making the run. All Radford needed to do was put Cavani through. My man decided to look to the ground, look for the bird in the sky, and Cavani was looking at it like, are you just stupid?
The last time we beat them in a cup match was 3-1, 2014. The Champions Cup. That was the last time.
Game,
Like
I'm trying to find it, but I don't see it here.
Wow.
Yeah. You gotta keep
not-
scrolling back. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And this is multi-generational, multi-managerial. Like we've just been on bad form against this team. And now you're telling me we're about to show they're about to show us something they haven't shown us all season. I just don't think that's gonna happen. We're gonna stink it
beating
up.
us 5-0. I remember them beating us 5-0 Old Trafford under Ole. Then Ole got fired.
Yeah,
Ragni came over.
definitely did that.
We got beaten 4-1 in the return. The total was 9-1 that season. It's like bloody hell.
Damn, that was 2018.
It was 4-0 actually.
Old Trafford,
4-0.
was it 4 or 5? It was 5, bro, not 4. Liverpool.
The first
now,
one was 5.
Yeah,
October of 21. Yeah, that was 5. That was all.
And then
yeah,
the
Klopp
second
told them
game was 4-0.
Klopp told them to ease off the gas. Like, it's enough. Just it's okay.
No,
gonna
man, it's
be-
time for turn it on. No, like honestly, this is where we're at. It's sink or swim time. So I'm saying we're gonna swim. I don't think we're gonna drown. Not yet. We're not ready.
I mean, considering
Bruno gotta show. listen, bro.
Don't
Bruno's
go
got to
into the
show
light.
up. Rashford has to show up. I mean, Hoyland has to be on form. Casemiro can't get any stupid yellows.
And can't be making those silly
Uh,
passes. He was making in Everton the first half.
Oh man, he was poor.
No, he
He
was
did have a
pissed
bad
off.
game against Everton. However, he
Had a
had.
really
It's
bad
not like he
game.
had been having a bad string of games.
Everton was a
I'm-
poor game.
Yeah, it was a poor game, but I'm still Team Casemiro, 100%. He'll be fine.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. I'm not trying to, drop him.
So
Do any of you guys see like how would Ten Hag be able to fit Mason Mount into this game?
Into this
the
game?
name
Yeah.
name Mount means he needs to be mounted off the pitch in the off the pitch, not even near this game. He should not even be anywhere close. He shouldn't even be fourth. I want him. I don't want him near this team this season. I want him to start afresh.
You don't think we can use him at all?
No.
On Sunday.
No.
If for some reason we want to take off Bruno for the last 10 minutes, like if we're already up 3-0 and it doesn't matter. That's really the only way. I mean,
listen. Mason Mount is coming on. He's coming on to score because we're desperate.
Please.
That's what's happening. He's coming in.
Joe, if this is a sequel to Louis taking the mick, then it's a very good sequel you guys are putting together, because Mason Mount coming on to score, that guy can't hit a barn door if he was wider than a football pitch. The guy is that bad, really that bad. They gave him a shirt.
I don't think he's that bad of a soccer player, but he definitely doesn't. He doesn't come in and offer you the creativity.
No.
That like prime.
He's got the wrong number on his shirt. He's got the wrong number on his shirt.
Oh man, we said that when it was announced. We knew that was going to be a huge mistake.
And it's weighing him down. It's weighing him down like an albatross around his feet and around his neck. I guarantee if he changes that number, you'll see a different Mason Mount. That number has.
I think Mason Mount needs to be. I think Mason Mount needs to walk into a system, and we do not have a system yet.
Okay.
I think he's a system
with a
player.
different number, right? Not that number.
Well, yeah, we'll take the number away. Whatever.
You will see a better Mason Mount.
Give it to Garnacho.
Like
100%.
We're always hearing about players not wanting to be leaders, not wanting to do press conferences. This dude thinks it's okay to wear the number 7 shirt. Like, if you don't understand what are you doing? The fact that you are a Chelsea Academy player, right? Born and bred, and you put that shirt on. Do you understand what that does? Like,
yeah, he thought it was going to save his image in his career.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No. All Mason Mount has to do is stay healthy and keep that smile. Trust me, Gareth Southgate can't wait to get him in that lineup, man.
No.
Trust me. There's certain players in England that the people want to wear the 3 Lions badge. Right. Mason Mount is one of them. Like
maybe he's just biding his time until Southgate takes over at United.
Right. I mean, I mean, I think I remember Valencia going to Alex Ferguson, sir, I thank you so much for this shirt. I won it for the first season. I want another number. Valencia, Antonio asked for the number to be removed. He couldn't handle it anymore because he was straight after Ronaldo. He just went, hey, you are, Valencia.
That's a hard act to follow, but
it is a hard act.
The only person that has the mental to wear that shirt is Garnacho.
Right.
Garnacho come in, even if he stinks it up. Garnacho is not. It doesn't seem like the type that'll let the badge get to him that much. He'll just keep coming. He'll just keep coming. Garnacho is the only one that I feel has got the mental.
If you gave it to Kobe, I think that'd be dope. Or if you gave it to Hoyland, I mean, I bet he'd rock it. Again, that's somebody that's been in Manchester United for a very long time.
Yeah.
Hoyland needs to stay away from that one. He's got enough problems. He's got enough problems.
Not lately. I mean, he had problems, but recently,
he still has problems
before his injury. I mean, he was doing fine.
He's still getting scrappy goals by himself.
He's not being creative.
He's not scoring team goals.
Team is not.
he's just become more of a just a scrappier player. He's become better at that, but we need him to become a
Target.
striker where a target man.
Balls
That's
are
what we
fed in.
need.
Crosses are coming
You
in from
know?
both sides.
Yeah, him just having these scrappy goals, those are moments of brilliance. Those are moments of individual brilliance all over again, but just in his form.
Which is why he is deserving of a number.
No,
I mean, his work rate. We can't
I mean,
not talk
if you look
about
at
it.
if you look at the past couple of number sevens, I mean, of course, yeah, world class players that would create amazing moments and amazing, amazing highlights and things like this. But I mean, at the end of the day, they were all players that were not afraid of the scrappy goal. That were not afraid to go the extra mile, the 110%, put the body on the line to score an ugly goal. They all did it. Ronaldo, Cantona,
yeah,
Beck,
but the ugly,
all these
your
guys, and that's the
entire
type of players. That's the type of players that we don't have. That's the type of leadership
but
that we don't have. It's not
yes,
the man in the dressing room. It's the dude on the field who shows through example. It's those types of players. It is the Kobe
the,
Maynards right now and the
hey,
Garnacho's and Whalens.
don't get me
It is those
wrong.
types of players
You
because
are
those are the types of
absolutely
players
right.
that are doing those things for our club.
You are
Go on,
absolutely
Joe.
right. You are absolutely right. He's got the tenacity, he's got the energy, he's got the drive, right? He's got that. That's something that a lot of our players need more from beginning till end, right? But your entire you can't just base it off of just scrappy goals. Just the team needs to be better.
What do you
100%.
In
base
order
it
for
off of? Again, like I think we're
No, no,
arguing.
Louis. What I think Joe is saying is Holland is still trying to find himself. He's just feeding on
Yeah.
scraps, mistakes from the opposition. The team is not
Yes.
cohesive or fluid enough to like do the Van Nistelrooy. All right, that's your ball.
Oh, my
That's your
my
ball.
only point is that it's a better option than Mason Mount. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yes.
Well, of
We will.
course, it's a better
Yeah.
option. Than
That's
Mason.
that's the root of the argument. The
Oh,
argument is he
definitely.
doesn't deserve to wear
Oh
that
no, I
Definitely.
wasn't even speaking on Mason Mount.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I think he needs to return the shirt. I think he needs to also start to think like, is this the club I should be? Because I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he needs to call some homies. He needs to call his friends and see who's got openings where 100%. But I think
That's
Bar-
just.
the
I don't
future
even
is
blame
built
him on
around
that,
those
man.
three players. I think the future is built. You built the roster around those three players,
Right.
Garnacho, Haaland, and Mainu. And I
Right.
think honestly, I think the rest of the squad, if serious bids come in, I think you consider them for everyone.
Right.
It's a long uphill battle, but it sounds like Ineos are willing to stick behind Ten Hag, and I'm also excited about that.
Well, that seems to be some news, but isn't that what they all say? I mean,
yeah, there's something new. Whoa. Did a new article or interview come out where they showed confidence? With a new press release? What's up?
Yeah, this is something that they've repeatedly said over the last couple of weeks.
the job is yours.
Yeah, basically, it's
They are
basically
going to back him.
the message is the job is yours to lose. Like,
So-
we're not just gonna out and out fire you.
So,
Like, we want
look
to
at it
stick
this
with
way.
you. We
Joe,
have no
picture-
intention of finding anyone else, but yeah, don't fuck it up either.
Joe, picture dry land, and in between is thin ice. You could walk across it, but if you fall in it, it's on you. So you need to
Yeah,
find in between that icy patch, that's a frozen part that you won't fall in. But we're going to be here to help you. But if you fall in, you're on your own. That is where Ineos are with Ten Hag. So you picture that scenario.
I don't think
and
that's
it.
I don't think that's fair because Ten Hag is
Because they
working
said,
off
"Oh, we are
past
here."
mistakes.
I think
Director of football is
Ineos,
here.
especially for Jim, I think
Sporting
they
directors
recognize
here. Sporting directors here. We are here. DOF is here. It's just walk across that line. Once you get to the other side, you've made it. So just that middle part is the remaining part of the season. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, I think that what it sounds like, again, and this is there is a lot of speculation involved, and there's like little snippets and things that people like Sir Jim and people like Ineos have said, but it sounds like Sir Jim recognizes those things. He recognizes that Ten Hag has not been in the best position to be successful,
No.
and they're willing to continue to help him grow with that. But I think what the message has been is there can't be any 7-0ers. There can't be any, there can't be any massive, horrible like mistakes and
Hang on. What did they
like
beat us last
wow,
season?
like
I actually forgot last season's one. What was that one?
the
Was
7-0
that?
that was last year,
Oh, that
wasn't
was.
it?
Oh shit! I forgot. I actually forgot the 7-0 because I've literally erased it out of my memory.
You just blacked out. You blacked out and you forgot about
I
it.
just forgot about that game, bro. God
Yeah,
damn!
that's what it sounds like. It's even
Ouch!
it sounds
Ouch!
like they would even allow, because it's very unlikely that we would get Champions League, but as long as we have some type of European football, I think that they're willing to let that go one time. Next season, I think you have to get top four because you're gonna have the summer, and they said they're gonna back you with X amount of dollars
And
allegedly,
and a structure behind you.
and the structure behind it. So I think next year that's definitely not an option. But I think as long as you continue to have some success and you stay within the 5th or 6th place range, I think you're good. Is what it sounds like. This is complete speculation. But Ten Hag, it's still there's still an identity that needs to be found. You still kind of see snippets here and there. There's obviously been improvements over the last couple of weeks. Players getting player of the month. Ten Hag, was he manager of the month or was he just a finalist? Can't remember.
He had man of the
But
month early in the season.
there
Bless you.
there has been some positive results, but overall it's still, how do you manage this? How do you manage the rest of this season? And a huge part of that is going to be Sunday and how they compete in the FA Cup if they are able to make it past Sunday. So this is why, you kind of go in with the optimism, because it's like you have to win. You really, really have to. I mean, a trophy would definitely secure his job over the next season. Losing the trophy doesn't necessarily mean he loses his job, but it definitely doesn't help. So on the manager, there's massive incentive. On the players, there's lots of questions about who stays and who goes. There's definitely players that have expressed that they want to stay. They say that they have unfinished business in these kinds of things and they want to do better. Okay, you have to prove it. This is the time. The time is now. It's Liverpool. It's the biggest rivalry in English football. It's Sunday. It's FA Cup. It's quarterfinal. It's knockout. 3-0 United. Here we go.
And I'm trying to be realistic, positive, and focused. But there's just something in the back of my mind that when you told me about that 7, I completely forgot we lost 7 to them.
That was a dark day. It was a dark day in Man United
I thought
history.
the highest was the 5 against Ole. I thought that was 7. Ouch. That just like
Listen,
half a dozen.
that's
Ouch.
That was at Anfield, though, wasn't it? That was away. That was
well, it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't.
Hey, whatever.
It doesn't matter, man.
It's those lies you tell
Listen.
yourself to get over that childhood trauma, Joe. That's what it is. It's gonna
Listen,
take years of therapy to undo the damage, Joe. Just let us lie to ourselves for now.
listen. They would love nothing more than to replicate that on this run that they're on right now. This last few hours for Klopp. Yo, listen, we gotta be
last, because we still have to play them in the league one time, don't we?
Yes.
we still do have to play them in April 7th, I believe. Right. And we gotta come at both games the same exact
after
way.
we won this one.
So Louis, you're saying they should let this one go.
Liverpool should, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
and
don't
concentrate
think so.
on
They're
that
not
one
gonna wanna
too.
let this
So
go.
United have the
Concentrate on the
opportunity.
league.
So United
Concentrate on the league.
have 2 opportunities there to stop them winning the double and to stop them winning the league title by beating them at Old Trafford in April. So United
They
have
really have
a
to.
very
They
pivotal
really have to pull out 2 wonder results.
to win the results because as it stands, Liverpool are heading to win the title, and 20 times song will be obsolete.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to sing it at all until we get 21.
Yeah. Oh, 21.
But I'm not
What's
gonna fully say that Liverpool will win the league this season. I mean, Arsenal's still there. City's going to have a difficult time with the injury to Edison. Right, that's good. That's
Who's
huge.
their backup these days?
Yo, I don't know who this guy
Because
is.
they sold the American.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Wild.
definitely it's gonna be very interesting how how this changes their shape. Because they have a very, very high line because Edison's basically is like their last
Is
defender.
he out for the
Is it
season?
gonna be Ortega?
4 weeks.
4 weeks. Ooh, that's literally the
He,
title
he
running.
might not make it back for the Real Madrid game in
Ouch.
Champions League.
Yeah, all right. Let's
Yeah.
just switch gears quickly. What do you guys think of the Champions League heating up?
Champions League.
Anyone got a dog in the fight? Oh, our
I'm a
dog
Madrid
came out a long
fan.
time
I
ago.
think they can do it. I think Madrid can win it again.
Man
I
City
think-
destroyed them last
if-
season.
I just hope it's not City or Liverpool or anybody like this. I don't want
if-
another English
So we
team
have
to win
3 English teams in the quarterfinals. Or the two, right? City and Liverpool, City and Arsenal.
Arsenal. And
Yeah, City
Arsenal
and
have Munich.
Yeah,
But-
Arsenal has Munich. Yeah.
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 Do
you want a City Arsenal final? Would you be upset with that final? Arsenal
No,
City?
because
Hell yeah,
City
I'd be
will
upset
win.
with that final. I want them
Yeah,
both
because
out.
City will win.
I don't
Louis said
want
want
them
them.
getting any-
Louis said want them both out.
I want them both out.
What I want is an Arsenal Real Madrid final. Real Madrid obviously is gonna win that game. That's what I want.
What if Arsenal wins it? It'll be the first Champions League ever. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Imagine, let me give you
I'll be okay
a
with that.
scenario. Arsenal winning the league and the Champions League. Louis, can you handle that?
It's okay. I don't
If
live in
Arsenal win
London.
the league and the Champions League,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fighting in the streets. I'm gonna tell you that right now. There's too many smug Arsenal fans in this city. Let me tell you. They have no knowledge of history, but they're just so smug. And I don't know what. And maybe it's the water in Denver that makes people not smart. But
So you
they
would take
support Arsenal and they can't drive.
let me
They
give you
do some
this.
horrible driving.
Would you said you have the smug on the street. So would you take Arsenal League and Champions League or City League and Champions League or Liverpool?
Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that, man?
Hold on.
Why
That's
you
why
gotta
it's
ask us
that's why
like
it's a
that?
football show.
Why you gotta hurt
or-
feelings, man?
Or Liverpool League, Europa, FA Cup, and Carabao.
It's a dark day to be a United fan. It's dark times.
So which is the
It's-
better devil you play with? Arsenal winning Champions League and League, Liverpool, Man City, four Premier
all
League
right.
new record.
If City get to the Champions League final against, I don't know, Bayern or PSG or Barcelona, and then right before the final, UEFA says we've concluded the 115 financial fair play charges, and you have to forfeit the final. The winner automatically is the other team. And then in the league, Arsenal and Liverpool get caught doping and they drop and Villa wins it all. That's how it goes.
That's nice. That is very nice. Joe.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I will leave Louis in that area for a minute. I'll come back to Louis. Joe, Arsenal, Champions League and League. Liverpool, Europa Cup, League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup already won. City, Champions League, League. Which devil are you prepared to you know what? I'll let this one pass.
Well, City's still in for the FA Cup as well.
Yeah, they're still there. I forgot
So
they're still in for the
potential
treble.
at another treble.
Ouch. Treble. Double treble? Oh, hell no.
The least worst for me,
Mm.
unfortunately, would be
Arsenal.
Liverpool. No, Liverpool League and Europa League. Because I don't care much about the Europa League. And yes, they are our main rivals.
They can't
But I
win the
don't-
league, though. They can't go up above us. That's the
I
thing.
do listen. I do not want City to pull a back to back on the treble.
I'd rather
That
Arsenal
can,
play.
listen, that cannot. Well, yeah, you know what? But it's not just Arsenal taking the league. It's Arsenal taking the league and the Champions League.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the hard pill to swallow.
They
But I
can't
think
win both.
See,
They have
Liverpool,
I think
I
most
find
United fans will
Liverpool's
take
double
that.
of a lesser. I find Liverpool's double a lesser double. You know, it
No
is a
way.
lesser
No
double.
way.
That's
Well,
why.
that they win the league 20
What
times.
the league in Europa is a
But
lesser
it's
double.
about them becoming the winningest Premier League team, and that's not possible.
Then,
That-
but remember, if they win the 20th league title, there's a bigger chance they're going to win the 21st title before us. So they will now be.
I thought they already didn't they already win their 20th? Aren't we tied?
No, they're not 19. They're
No.
19. We're
We're
20.
still at
Yeah,
19. Oh
Yeah.
shit. See, I thought we were tied. Okay, well, that's not that bad. Yeah, they can tie us. We can get it back.
But we can't
Yeah,
sing
we-
the song
and
20
we
times,
still-
20 times.
I believe. I'll sing 21 times. I
I
don't
mean,
care.
no. But we sing that song because we have done it. We don't base our achievements. We don't put up our achievements based on what Liverpool's doing.
Yes, we do.
we
What
did
are
it.
you talking about?
One at a time. One at a time.
Listen.
Finish up,
I
Joe.
say
Finish up, Joe.
I sing that song to celebrate us, right? To celebrate us and our achievements.
You're the
I could
only
care
one.
less what they're, it's nice to sing that song and we're the only ones that can sing it. But if there's only two teams that can sing it, it's still a very good song that
that's
I'll
true.
sing. I'll sing. Does that mean we can't sing that song at Arsenal, at Chelsea, at City? We can't sing that song anymore because Liverpool can sing it too? Nah.
As long as they don't have
Oh.
21, I think we're okay.
They'll probably have 21 before us, but
I could see that
Nah.
too, mate. I could see that, mate. I could see that 100%. I mean, also depends on who comes in after Klopp. That's another thing to look at. But in my opinion, I will honestly eat my humble pie and take Arsenal winning the league and Champions League. Yes, most of my best mates back home in England are all Arsenal fans. I would take that over City winning a double treble. That's fucked up, mate.
Yeah, that
Then-
would suck. That
Then
can't happen either.
Liverpool winning the FA Cup, which is this FA Cup, the league title 20 times, and the Europa and the Carabao. No, that's fucked up, mate. That really is fucked up. That's like literally,
yeah.
we're in all the finals, we just cleaned up. They just literally cleaned up shop, mate. And telling Klopp, it's been an absolute pleasure. While we are going to be looking at them doing multiple bus parades in north of Manchester, in north of
Yeah,
England.
they'd probably just do one parade. They probably wouldn't do multiple.
Before
right?
trophies being paraded, mate. That's a lot. And we are there looking at them like doing all this and all that. No, it's fucked up. It's fucked up, mate. Believe me. Right. Well, anything else anyone wants to bring up quickly? We are extra time now on the show. Anyone want to bring up anything quickly before we right,
Is Rashford going for 75?
I will honestly
I think
driving them. I'll put him on the Eurostar train myself.
I would take that deal. 75, I take that.
I'll take that.
yeah,
Man.
I'll take that too.
I'll take that.
I'll take that.
Anybody else going?
I think I'll take that. I think he's
Fingers
done. I think he's done. He's over. But
I would take that number, but I think he's gonna stay.
you think he'll stay?
Yeah.
But
Rashford, what's his name comes off to me as a kind of a pro-British player kind of guy. Jim Ratcliffe. I feel like he's gonna
Jim
give him
Ratcliffe?
another shot. Yeah, I think he's gonna give Rashford too long of a chance. I think he's gonna give Mason Mount too long of a chance. I think he might give Harry Maguire sometime.
And Luke Shaw.
Seriously. And Luke Shaw. I gotta see it first, but that's what I think is gonna happen.
Is Harry going to retire at Manchester United? How old is he now? He's 30.
It's
No, Maguire? God,
28 or
No,
29 now.
God forbid.
I think
How
he's
old is he?
29 now. I think he's 29 now.
Like
I think.
29.
Or is it
Very
30?
good.
He needs to go.
Is 31. Yeah, he's 31.
Oh
I knew he
shit!
was-
Already? Oh day.
Yeah, he's up there.
Okay.
March of
all right.
1993. He just turned
Ooh.
31.
Again, we have a terrible
He's
record
going
of
up
letting
there.
people go.
He's going up.
I'm not
He's
gonna
going up
move.
there. I mean,
Yeah.
with Radford,
He's gonna be the one he's gonna be 3 now. He's gonna
2
score a
years
hat trick.
retiring? 33, 34?
Say that again.
Said 2 years. Does he retire? Does he retire in less than 2 years?
no, he won't.
No. Goes right back to Take his butt back to Leicester, where
Go back to Leicester, mate.
his level. Say
Mhm.
what?
Back to Leicester, mate.
Go,
So
go right back down to Leicester.
yeah,
They'll be
I'm
back
trying.
up by that time.
Think that you think he'll take that though? You think
Yeah,
he'll
he's still
tell
playing
Sergio,
football.
"Nah, I want to stay. I want to Sergio Ramos this. I'm gonna just stay here till I'm
He-
35
but
and then retire with full honors."
we would gladly keep him, and he can gladly retire at United if he performs like Sergio Ramos. That's all you gotta do. It's that simple. Just
But
yeah, why not?
we also some on the side run a retirement home for players who we're so loyal to. We really want them to be the Hall of Fame or the Hall of you did we like what you did 7 years ago, and that no one gives a shit about that because people have forgotten about that because it's been downhill for some of the players so much that we still think of what they did 6 years ago. But my question is to you guys. Last question is. Can Rashford, is there any level next to Rashford now? Is this it? Is this plateau done? Or is there another gear he could kick to be an Henri or an Mbappe? Joe, quickly.
I don't think
answer.
I don't think he can reach
No.
that.
Hold on, Louis.
No, I don't think.
Joe,
Yeah, yeah.
you don't think?
I think there's another level. That level is nowhere near Mbappe or Henry. There's another level,
He has the pace
right?
like them too, though.
but
But doesn't have the.
that's all going to be Rashford's doing. He's the one that's going to need to make the effort to change his game enough for him to get to that level. Because right now, just running faster is not going to make him any better. Cutting into the right is not going to make it. There's nothing he's doing in this game right now that we can say if he there's no other way he can run into dark alleys that would make his game better. So he needs to change the way he looks. He needs to change the way he runs. There were there was a time there was a point where there was a break. It was 2v1. Garnacho had created some separation between him and the striker, and Rashford just had to just cross the ball in. Just all you had to do is square it. If he held on to it too long, took the shot, completely missed. If he takes that out of his game, that poor judgment out of his game, he can do some incredible things, man. But he's not going to, and I don't care. I don't care.
Do you think that opportunity has passed?
No, the opportunity is not passed, but his mentality, I feel like that interview that he did just goes to show me like he's even more delusional in where he's at as a player. I think he thinks
That's a bit harsh.
listen, I think he thinks, well, I did it last season like this, so obviously I'm good enough. And that's how, and he's unwilling to do the work to get better. And that's unfortunate. But he does have a gear, but the gear doesn't, we don't need him to be Mbappe. We don't need him to be Henri. We just need him to get to that other gear. The gear that can bring other players in, that can create chances for other players. He's too much of a glory hunter, man. I'm sorry.
All right, Louis. Is this it? Is this it? Is there anything else? So remember there used to be a time he was being compared to Mbappe at the same level 4 or 5 years ago. With that magic at PSG, that penalty he scored, they were saying they're on the same level. Then the drop off is
for like 2 weeks they were comparing him to Mbappe for like 2.5 weeks. And that was about it. Like, you can't compare him. Mbappe is a monster. He's an absolute monster.
He has the pace. Rashford has the pace.
Pace. I mean, Usain Bolt had pace. Have you seen him play football? It ain't good. You know what I mean? Like,
that pace is greatly diminished with cleats on and running on grass.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, Usain Bolt still scored goals. And like he would outrun guys by like 30 yards and like toe poke it in, but they weren't good goals. But the thing is, when you're talking about a Thierry Henry, and even when you're talking about Mbappe, not as much as Thierry Henry, but definitely
these are very intelligent players.
You have the intelligence, and again, you have the wonder goals, but Højlund will score Thierry Henry style goals that Rashford will not. And what do I mean by that? Are the scrappy goals, are the ugly goals. Thierry Henry scored tons of goals like that. Mbappe scored goals like that. They will stretch the foot out, get in between the center backs, put the body on the line, get knocked to the ground. They will go for the extra point. You know, they'll hit the rebound goal. They'll get in there. They'll get in amongst the boots and in the mud, and they'll get those goals. Rashford will never, ever, ever be that soccer player. Can he do
Ouch.
better? Of course, he can do better.
Ouch.
And
I know.
and that's a perfect example that Joe gave. Like if he can be the player that does cut in and release the ball, and find those people on the back post for those tap ins and those types of goals. Yeah, he could be an impactful player. He could be a really impactful player. He'll never reach that level that you're talking about. He'll never be our superstar. If he
Ouch.
stays at Manchester United, it will not be long before he becomes second, third, and fourth rotation. Yeah, no, he's 26, 27 almost, and his mentality is not that of a champion.
Ouch.
No.
Sorry, I still think he's a good player. I still think he can score goals and do good things. Absolutely. If
But
we
he's
win
not. He's not going
in the
to
next 5 years,
Henri or
and
Mbappe's
he's a part
level.
of the team, definitely, but he won't be the superstar. He won't be
Right.
the one leading the team when we
Right.
win again.
Because the funny thing is, I'll give a friend of mine who's one of the biggest Arsenal fan back home, a big friend of mine, went to university together back in London. He says, if you notice, Henri wasn't the best. Henri very scores goals in head. He wasn't the best at that. He said, but on the ground, the guy was a magician.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Mbappe, same thing. He's not exactly the greatest header of the ball, but on the ground, they are
That's true.
magicians. So Rashford is not good with his head. On the ground, can he be that magician? Can he find something
He's
in his
not.
game? Take him to Mbappe Henri level.
Nah, I just think he's
He's not.
technically not good enough.
He's not
And
technically good enough.
yeah, he's just behind those players. He just is. And I think a lot of that hype came because he is English, and because he did have, I mean, like in the last 3, and I was watching something today. In the last 3 years, he's had one good season, right? He sandwiched it. It was like a terrible season. Then last season was pretty decent, and then this season he's lost again, right? And that's just kind of who he is as a footballer. It's so inconsistent. And the bottom line is, look, if you don't take 75 now, you're never going to get 75 again. So you have to weigh it. Is it worth, trying to turn him into that team player that can get you 15, 16 assists next season on top of 8 or 9 goals? That would be an impact player, and that would be worth probably keeping around for a year or two. If not, if he's going to continue squandering chances and just not being involved and being like, oh yeah, I deserve 300 grand a week. Yeah, nah, take that 75 and run.
Right.
I don't think it's enough of a risk. Like what he can give to us is too much of a liability, man. Let's just cut our losses, take those wages. I think we can do a better job in the transfer window with those wages.
Oh, we definitely can, but it's whether
we
or
get
not
75, 80 mil. I
academy
think we
player.
can do better, especially in the summer.
Yeah.
Say what now?
I said that's just if we're willing to let go of an academy player, someone who's been at the club since he's 8. Like it's an image thing, unfortunately.
We let academy players go all the time.
Not first teamers.
We still got Scooby Doo. He's still there.
There was a time where Januzaj was a first teamer.
Oh yeah.
What
happened to him?
Who let Januzaj go?
I think
That
it
Van
must have
Gaal?
been.
I think that
I think it was around the Van Gaal.
I think Van Gaal. Van Gaal, Mourinho.
Van Gaal?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do shit like that anymore.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
What are you talking about? We got rid of Gomez. We just got rid of Elanga. We got rid of
not impactful players.
Sancho.
Big name impactful players.
He's not in the academy.
Again, Rashford was supposed to be like the poster child for Manchester United. It's going to be extremely hard to let him go.
So
That's
initially he was supposed to be the new Rooney, the new Ronaldo. Then
Oh,
he kind of like
100%. He was supposed to be the English
unfortunately, he couldn't lift that torch. Then we said, all right, let's look at a rival player who plays in the same position as him. So we said, all right, look at Thierry Henry, just down north, south of London. You know, when Henry, on prime Henry, how that guy didn't win a Ballon d'Or is another level. The reason was he was just in that era, just when Messi and Ronaldo were just beginning to turn the screw. So this guy, I'll give a funny story before we wrap up. Henry scored 32 goals in one season for Arsenal, 25 assists, no Ballon d'Or, nothing.
Yeah, no, that's criminal.
That's
That's messed
criminal.
up. That's harsh. That's
That,
harsh.
that,
But he
Joe,
also played for
Joe,
Arsenal.
picture that stat and the assist.
You talking about Henri?
Oh, yeah, man.
I mean, if we're being honest, if we're being transparent, Holland had a much better year than Messi did.
Oh, of course he did. Everybody knows
yeah,
that.
everybody
that
knows
World
that.
Cup, what Holland achieved that last year was significantly
Because
more.
they wanted, listen,
They wanted
this
to get,
World Cup was made for Messi. And
Yeah,
they were
so-
still judging him on that World Cup.
Yeah.
And who was
It
the
was rigged. We can call it what it
It's
is.
a mess. You call it what it is.
It's
This-
rigged.
Even if I was Messi, out of Messi, I would say, you know, thank you so much, but I don't deserve this. You deserve it. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.
No, damn, that's not happening.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to happen. He's got to protect the brand. He's got to protect the image.
Protect the image when it's a fraud, when everyone knows it's a fraud.
There's enough people
Then
that
there was an award recently, another award in London recently for another award, and it was managers who voted it. The Portuguese manager said he was confused because they added the World Cup which ended in December and not January upwards. He said they miscalculated it. I said, you an absolute plum. But you know, I think Haaland was robbed twice. I think Haaland was daylight robbed.
I think Holland was right.
This guy is playing in Inter Miami.
I'm glad he was.
Yeah, right.
But
And since then, he hasn't been playing as good, actually, since he got snubbed for the Ballon d'Or.
the De
I mean, he's been
Bruyne
playing
injury,
okay. I mean, he's in a very
the De
good
Bruyne
team,
injury,
but yeah, the injury didn't help either.
Right.
yeah, the De
Gentlemen,
Bruyne injury. Yeah.
we have come to the full-time whistle where we have analyzed, dissected, we have spoken, we have predicted, we are hopeful, we are hyped, we are ready as all roads lead to Old Trafford on Sunday. As they say, be there or be square. We'll be analyzing the game after the game. We will be celebrating or we'll be commiserating. It is what it is. From all of us, Louis, Joe, an absolute pleasure for joining us on this show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It's the big preview show between Manchester United and Liverpool, the two biggest teams in English football. Yes, one is ascending and the other one is descending, but somewhere, the tradition still calls them the two biggest rivals in English football. Are we going to see the fireworks on Sunday at Old Trafford? 48 hours time, we will just know. From all of us, glory, glory.
Man United.
United. Let's go.
See you guys on the next one.
See you guys Sunday.
Louis, you coming you in Houston? No?
What's that? No, I'm here, man. I was
Okay.
supposed to have games. We had a snowstorm last night.
Oh, wow.
We got 20 inches of snow, so no
Ooh.
games this weekend. But I'll be
Oh.
down at the pub watching the United game with all the Denver Red Army. So it's
All
gonna
right.
be good.
You go, Louis. Joe, see you Sunday.
See you Sunday, bro.
All right, you take it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And can United pull the impossible? As they say, mission possible or mission impossible. See you Sunday.